What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is gbell97 and today I'll be showing you how to work with multiple view controllers in Xcode. So I created a little example here for you guys, and here is the first page. Now if we click go, it's going to go ahead and open up the second page, and then we can actually go and hit the back button and go to where we started off. Now this is great if you want to create a login page, and when you hit login it'll go to the dashboard or anything like that. That's just an idea. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is create a new Xcode project, and you can go ahead and do that by clicking this. And now you can go ahead and click single view application, and for product name you can go ahead and add, or you can go ahead and change this to whatever you want, but I'm going to go ahead and just name this view controllers. And for language, make sure it's on Swift. Devices, you can go ahead and put that on universal or iPhone or iPad, depending on what you want to create. And I'm going to go ahead and choose desktop for my location, to save location. Okay, so Xcode is going to build and create your project that we just created. This will take some time, but just give it a few seconds. It's going to say indexing and ready. Now, as you can see on the left hand side, we have only one Swift file that Xcode has created for us, which is the view controller. Now if we go into our main.storyboard, you'll notice that we have one view, and this view is actually connected to this view controller Swift file. So in order to create multiple views, you need to create files along with them. So the first step here is what we're going to do is we're going to click File. We're going to click Xcode first. Then we're going to click File, go to New File. And I'll make sure that I think it's Cocoa Touch class. Make sure that one's selected. And then for this class, we're just going to name this page 2, just so we have an idea of the one we just created. Just click Create. And now here is our Swift file that we just created. Now go ahead and drag this up. I like to keep them organized in order. But go into main.storyboard now, and we're going to choose this view controller first, just to change the background color. And we'll go ahead and just put yellow, or actually put orange. Now we can close that. And now let's add a view controller. Now as you'll notice on the right hand side, you'll see an object called view controller. Just drag that right into here. You'll notice that a new view controller has just been created. Now what you want to do now is link this view controller to this file that we just created. So right here next to the inspector, you want to click the identity inspector, and under custom classes you want to select the class we just created. So scroll down until you find yours. I'm going to click page 2, and now this view controller is assigned or connected to this Swift file. And what that means is anytime we add an object to this view, if it's a text field, if it's a label, we can connect it to that code and we can work with it. We can change the text, we can change or interact with those outlets. So let's actually change this background color to, let's say if we wanted blue. Okay, that's a nice blue. Now let's add buttons. I'm gonna go ahead and add a button. Make sure it's just a simple button. And let's go ahead and change that button color to white. And you can change the text right here. We're gonna go ahead and just say, we're just gonna put go. And now I'm actually going to set this to an iPhone 5 view so we can zoom in and you can see more of the screen. But go ahead and highlight that, and if you go to editor, you can actually, under the align section, you can do horizontally in container and vertically in container, and that will set it automatically in the middle of the container. That doesn't mean it will automatically put constraints for you. That's just for you to see. So now we have to actually assign constraints. So go ahead and select it again. Click this button right here and make sure you check horizontally and vertically in container. Add those two constraints. And now we have a button that will be set horizontally and vertically. Now you want to do the same thing for this view right here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just add a button again. And actually, we're going to go ahead and name this back. Go ahead and text color to white. And for editor, we'll go ahead and do it horizontally and vertically. Now set those constraints again, just like we did before, horizontally and vertically. And there we go. Now we have 2 buttons. Okay. So now that we have the 2 buttons, how do we go from one page to the other? Well, you have to create a segue, and that's really easy to do. So in order to do that, you want to select your first button. So for this instance, it's the Go button. So once you have that underlined, you can do this 2 ways. You know what? I'm sorry, guys, keep moving this around, but I think I'll just place myself there. Okay. So on the left-hand side, you have your view controller scene, right? We have the Go button. Now you can do this 2 ways. You can either click the button and then you right-click and drag it across to the other view, or you can click the button right here, right-click and drag it all the way to here. And then once you let it go on that view, you want to present it modelly, or you can just click Show. Now when you click Show, you won't be able to have transition styles, so that's why I like to present modelly. And what that means is, once we create that segue, you should have something that looks like this, pointing from one view to the other. When you click that, now under the inspector, you'll notice right here, it says kind, present modelly, but under transition, we're allowed to change it now. So I like to go with cross dissolve, so it just dissolves right into the view. And what I did previously was I had cross dissolve for the first one and then page curl for the second one. That's why I kind of lifted up with that in transition. But let's go ahead and just do cross dissolve. And now let's do the same exact thing for this button. We're going to go to back right here and drag it into this view. We're going to do present modelly. And now here's our second one. Now go ahead and just do cross dissolve and let's build and run this. Select iPhone 5 and let's run that. And put myself back up here. And once it builds and runs, we should have it load right into our simulator. All right, build succeeded. Just give it a few more seconds. There we go. It just opened up our new app. Okay, so here's our first page. If we click go, it's going to cross dissolve into our next page. Now if we click back, it's going to go right back into our first page. All right, guys. So I hope you liked this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for future tutorials, and I will see you guys soon.